And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is that you are in this world. Welcome to Living World of Darkness, New York by night. And tonight we find Rose in her apartment overlooking the Ottendorfer Library. She's sitting at a table, dinner table. She still has a clear view of the library, but at this point she's focused on the computer screen of her laptop as she's checking her email, junk, spam mail, junk. What's that? She opens up a mail that she then immediately. I don't think she recognizes the email address.
Nope.
I thought as much. So doesn't necessarily read off as spam or anything. So she decides to open it and starts reading.
Let's see. Dear, let's just begin with this real quick. Okay. In this particular email, you have a message. It simply reads, "Dear library girl, Beast Boy here. Kinda need a pickup. Such and such address at such and such address. Estimated time of arrival? Question mark. Also, bring a helmet. An extra one."
Rose frowns a little bit. Sounds weird, and she replies, "Dear Beast Boy, this is library girl. Be there. Give me half an hour. Make that 45." So she deletes half the hour, 45 minutes, and she decides to just add some X's there underneath. Presses send.
All right then.
And she will get up, shut down the laptop, tuck it away. Actually, before shutting away the laptop, or shutting down the laptop, I should say, she quickly writes another email, sends that as well, then closes it down, grabs an extra helmet, grabs her own attire, and she walks down the stairs towards the library, opens one of the I don't know if you have them even in the States, library of bicycle boxes. You can just put your bike in, lock it. She grabs her bike from that one, starts walking, bike on hand, helmet on, towards the address.
The address happens to be, in the Brooklyn borough, actually. Quite a ways away.
And she will make a drive check. She will finally try and get on that bike. Great. Yeah. I'm actually gonna spend the willpower for this. Oh, well. Didn't need to do that. But still. Went easier than she expected. And she starts driving towards Brooklyn.
Okay, okay. You come upon what seems to be an actual storage rental unit, actually.
Hmm.
It's pretty much got the one office. It has chain link fence around it, and inside you can see several of the garages there. One of which actually has a open light on it and is open.
Rose parks her bike and goes towards the open one, but before she actually is gonna enter, she's first gonna walk like in front of it a little bit, looking inside to see if there's anything that she can see that she would recognize.
Let's see, let's see, let's see. You would recognize the form of Frank Green sitting at a desk. He seems to be going through a few items at his disposal, extra cell phones, at least, uh, a few bags, duffel bags, just various things. He's moving through it. Inside, you can see some shiny pieces of metal as well that would denote maybe some heavier hardware. Maybe not.
Rose walks in. Good night, Mr. Beastie Boy. How are we doing?
Did you delete the emails before you left?
I'll do so when I get home.
Probably a good idea. The guy that I hawked the phone from is currently have a very, very nice rest in a public bus station.
I see. So
Right,
what's
right.
the rush?
Uh, no rush. I just don't have any transportation at the moment.
I see. She hands you the extra helmet. Well, there you are.
You see Frank Green go ahead and look at it, and he's looking at it with his mirrored sunglasses on. He simply says, "Oh, right, I did ask you to bring this. I forgot I didn't need it. Oh well, safety first, anyways." As he goes ahead and puts it on.
So where can I drop you off?
We need to talk someplace private.
Hmm. Well, if you want, I have the written report ready, but since I expected some kind of a hurry or an emergency, I left it at home. If you want to, you can come along, and I will delete those emails as well then.
Sounds perfect. I think I made this a lot more of a desperate situation than I thought I would be. I forgot that I have places like this in cases of such emergency.
Hmm, I see. Well, you want to drive?
It's like, yeah, I think you've got it.
Very well. Do you need to do anything here? Or do you need to get something, lock it up? Shall we just
Of
get
course.
going?
Of course I'm going to lock it up. You see
Well,
Frank Green go ahead
uh,
and start to zip up the duffel bags, put them into a safe-like container, pop in a few codes to lock it up. At which point he goes to the garage, goes ahead and pulls that latch down, takes a small little padlock, lock that up, lock the latch up, and just walks towards whatever vehicle you came with.
the bike.
Fair enough.
Rose will toss you the keys.
Fair enough. Frank Green goes ahead and hops into the well, just hops onto the bike. Waits for Rose to go ahead and hop onto the back.
And she does, and for a moment she doesn't say anything, and she says, "Well, just drive towards the library, my library."
Totally can do. Let's see how well I can do this. Way hey! A fantastic job as Frank Green goes ahead and just flies out of the rental space compartment, takes a sharp left turn, skidding the back wheel just a tiny bit, leaving a small arch of rubber as he just goes ahead and burns down the road. He's a little bit more in control of himself tonight. He's not breaking any speed limits. He's not running any red lights. He's being a fantastic and upright standing citizen, as far as traffic goes, anyways.
And as they arrive in, well, at the library, the Altendorf library, um, they will park the bike there, park it away safely, and Rose will guide you across the streets, walk into a small apartment complex, go to the third floor, and opens up the door to one of the apartments, leading you in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very small apartment. Like, you immediately enter into the living room. Kitchen is there as well, and you see a small uh, door going to what you presume would be a bedroom and a bathroom. But other than that, there are two big windows overlooking the library itself. And after you enter, you will close the door, lock it, and sits down near the kitchen table.
Frank Green
So,
will go ahead and make his own seat there.
you want something to drink?
Um, you can smell something radiating off of Frank Green at the moment. In fact, it's a smell that you've been either too polite to notice or too ignorant to go ahead and make mention of. There is the smell of salty seawater on Frank Green. Seems as if it's coming more from himself than any of his clothing. In fact, it's kind of stuck in his hair.
Hmm. Well, would you like a drink or would you like to use the bathroom? I think I have some towels here.
Frank Green goes ahead and shakes out his hair a little bit. No, 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 I'm good, I'm good. I got no need for cleaning and no need for refreshment at the moment. Just, could you hand over those reports I asked you to make last night I saw you and just give me a quick summary of it?
Well, Rose walks towards the place where she also tucked away her laptop. She grabs the laptop and then puts it on the table and returns to the same drawer and gets out an envelope and hands it over to Frank Green. Well, there it is, as much as I can remember, at least.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Um, quick summary. Person, or the wind chime, what was her name again? Don't know.
Caroline Wills.
Yeah, that one. She was being stabbed. She heard it. She couldn't scream, and then I heard song again, and Well, basically, I just felt what happens. Exactly what happened. I even, at some point, was as if I was looking through the corpse's eyes, and I could just, look down into that alleyway. And I once again saw those leather gloves, but first I didn't even recognize them since they were so messy with all the blood and gore just leaking from it. I could only see her from behind. As already said, long black hair. She was humming a tune, that tune, and well, it's yeah, it felt like I was being scraped like back and forth past a rose bush, but that's like the easiest explanation, but it didn't feel like a rose bush at all. But that's just how it felt. It was worse than that. And the tune that just kept going on, and after she was completely done, she carved that sigil in the alleyway, and she wore a veil, and she just looked right at me or the corpse, and she spoke something like, "Go on and watch." What was it again? The quintet will keep you entertained for before the grand finale. I hope you can dance. No, I hope you can waltz, because dancing is very boring alone. I was in the alleyway.
All right. And what about the apartment of the woman who cleans?
Hmm. First thing I got of that was that my eyes were burning, and that feeling just kept on going and going. It was the same voice again, as well as the tune. And she basically said that this person, um, she shouldn't have seen what she saw, and that was why she took the eyes. Because she also mentioned that she should take my ears as well, her ears as well, but she wasn't eavesdropping. And she placed her in the armchair, and I could feel teeth like our fangs in my neck, draining. Um, and I still heard that tune, the tune that kept going.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I felt oh, it was kind of weird for the television, so it's kind of distorted. Finally, I just felt that the remote control was placed in my hand.
You
And
see Frank Green go ahead and actually slam his hand against the table. Damn it! Forgot about that.
forgot about what?
Didn't look at the television.
Hmm.
Probably doesn't have any other significance than just to make a lot of noise so that people don't walk in.
I think so too. I don't know. I'm not skilled in these kind of researches. Do you know anything?
Anything about what, per se?
Well, do you know anything else? I know you guys went back to Limey's bar. I was just hoping maybe the two of you figured something out.
Well, we were talking a lot, and the one thing that we talked about most happened to be the strange symbols, or I should say the strange dreams people have been having all over. Seems to plague the Malkavians, and anybody who's just slightly more sensitive.
Sorry, just can you give me a moment? And Rose starts to power up her laptop again. She opens the email box once it's started up. Um, Shit, still didn't get a reply. She deletes the email that she had received from Frank and also deletes the one that she sent back. And then she goes back to that second email she sent before running off. Opens it. And reads it again. She starts typing in things. Just writes another email, same email address. Sends it again. And closes down the laptop. Yes, sorry.
We got talking about the visions that people have been having, the Malkavians in particular. It seems as if the last time I talked to Rick Grace and at least three other seers were there talking about their dreams. Some of them had details that seemed like they were related, some of them didn't. But with the Children of Malakov, you don't really know what's genuine gold and what's just a bit of rubbish.
When was the last time you spoke to any of them?
Just before the investigation.
Shit. Okay.
Second one, that is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Me and Limely did get to talking about a few other things. He mentioned that he got a strange text from Elena, my childer.
Yes, I know her. What's with her?
He mentioned, yeah. Limey told me a few nights ago that Elena has been casing out Staten Island ever since I went missing
She
with
what?
her own birds. And he
She
received
what?
a very, very strange text just before, or at least a day before, that investigation into the wind chimes. Elena simply sent the message, "The lights are on, but none of my birds are returning back. I'm going to check it out." And we have not heard, neither me nor Limely, from Elena since. My child is missing.
I see. Birds. Eggs. Red eye. Has had been crossing my mind that red eye might be related to the gangrel, but I was more thinking the lines of something with you. But a few weeks ago, she came to see me. It's the last time I saw her.
She's been out and about.
She said that she couldn't afford her apartment anymore.
She has her own place to stay.
Mm. And I have all her books here.
You have what now?
I have all her books here, her study books. She wanted them to be at the library so that other people could read them too.
Show me now.
And Rose will walk into the bedroom and grab a box, bring it towards the dinner table, placing it on top of them.
Frank Green just goes ahead and looks at this box just labeled charity books. Frank Green just goes ahead and opens the lid up, looks inside, looks at the meticulous textbooks there. There's nothing here, but he goes ahead and actually lifts one of them up. It seems as if it's a literature textbook, one with a bunch of different smaller stories, poems, and the like, something that you would actually go ahead and use to get more cultured, as it were, in an English class or whatnot. Goes ahead and flips through it, puts it down again.
What's going on, Frank?
My child is missing. I have an albatross around my neck, and I have to deal with that now. People have been telling me that it's related to these series of murders, that I should go ahead and keep investigating it.
Frank, did Elena have blue eyes and black hair? She was small. I don't remember the color of her eyes.
It's been some time. Might be blue. I remember blue. Long black hair. As far as I remember, it was always short.
Hmm.
She was small and she was mousy.
What happens when there are no eggs left? Another question. Did she have anything specific with the ocean?
Um, Specific with the ocean?
Yes.
Maybe not necessarily the ocean, but I know that she was a naturalist. I mean, I found her in Jamaica Bay collecting mushrooms. And you know what? She wasn't even scared. She wasn't even afraid of the dark at all. So weird. People are supposed to be afraid of the dark. People are supposed to be afraid of the dark. She wasn't. She was out there, alone. I thought that was endearing. She's either doesn't know to be afraid or is afraid and just doesn't care.
Or learned not to be afraid anymore. You can train yourself to ignore certain fears.
And then you die.
You think she's dead? You would have felt that, right?
Have you ever had children before?
No.
There you go.
I always thought that I would feel it if my sire would die. I thought the connection might be the same. I guess the thing with the ocean doesn't really matter. It's just something that came up. When's the last time that you spoke with Limey?
I spoke with Limey the night after, no, the hour after the wind chime investigation. When everybody was left, we went back to the coal cellar. We started talking. We left in the Jeep, and I was not in a very good place. I was not in a very good place at all. And I'm very, very glad Mr. Silas was there to make sure that I didn't make a bigger mistake that night.
Looks like the tables have turned then.
Well, how so then?
Last time you went missing. She was afraid, angry. Now the tables have turned.
I lost control. I attacked blindly. The beast did, anyways. Silas was there to make sure that it didn't escalate any further, but after that I realized that I had lost a lot of control. Just a lot of will to move on. And so, Silas gave me the option to walk away. I parked the car. I let them move on, leave, get their own transportation, and I sat in my car. I sat in my car for about 3 days before I made the decision to come back. Because you know what I realized? There's a lot of things that I've held on to since the old regime that I need to give to other people. Because if they don't have these things, then that'll just make the next few nights harder for them. To leave with all those secrets in my head, with that giant hoard, no, that's not right.
You have to say goodbye.
I don't know yet.
If I can help you in any way. I know you don't necessarily trust me, not after, well, you know what. But if I can help in any way,
Honestly, you've done me so many good turns lately. If you can help me with this wind chime murderer, maybe I'll see the end of this, and then maybe I'll get to see Elena again. Maybe.
does Limey have any way of getting into contact with her?
Numbers, cell phones, throwaways.
What did you say it was called? Jamaica Bay? See.
Jamaica Bay,
That doesn't
Queens,
make sense.
Brooklyn. Big national park.
Okay. I had another vision. Was
Go
when
on.
when I just woke up this night, and I wanted to grab a book, and I looked at my hand, and I saw a ring on my finger. I recognized it, yet I didn't. It wasn't mine, but it still belonged to me in a sort of a way. Anyway, that small thing might be the reason why I think this might be connected to the disappearance of Elena, but I'll tell you about that later. Anyway, I found myself in front of an ocean, and the sky was colored, and so was the ocean, like sunset kind of colors, I think. And as the ocean touched me, it burned like fire. It hurted, Frank, so much. And I got out of it as fast as I could. But as I looked around again, I saw something floating there. It was like, it was first small, black shape. As I was standing on the beach, it was weird because the beach was blue. And the sea was gold, and the sky was orange and yellow, and, well, I was trying to get to that black form. As I recognized it, it was a hat, and it was Limey's hat. You know, the one he always wears?
Yeah.
It was just there. No Limey, just that hat floating on that burning ocean. And before I could reach it, as I was trying to, it just, it ignited into fire. The entire sea did. And that was it. Why I think it might be connected to Elena is we met a few times. You probably know. And she was intrigued about the fact that I did not remember anything from before. And at some point she told me that it looked like I've been wearing a wedding ring before I got my embrace.
Mm-hmm.
Because she could see it like a small, the way my finger was formed. I don't know exactly how she did, but, well, apparently I was married, but, well, she found that out. And just because the vision, it started with that, it might be connected to her.
Fucking Dales.
What's with Dales?
Dale's at a dip, but I think I need him right now.
He had a what?
Look. Okay, you're fantastic when it comes to this occult bollocks, but Dale's is the one also looking into such things. I completely, totally forgot. That stupid symbol. Fuck! I'm sorry. I think I interrupted you.
Well, no, I was kind of finished.
I know you may have been finished, but now I just introduced another entirely different topic of conversation because I wasn't really paying attention. Sorry.
Well, then you weren't. If it's not your business, then that's fine.
Okay. your visions, they're fantastic. Sometimes they're a little bit more awesome than they're not. I I don't know what this burning ocean means. I don't know what that Tribly hat is supposed to mean, like the one Limey Yellow wears. I don't know what it all means, but I definitely need to talk to him. He's currently heading up one particular clue that we picked up during the second investigation. That hum, that tune that you
Mhm.
at the
Mhm.
time were trying to hum.
Mhm.
I didn't ought to do that, so I need to check in on that. See if he has found anything on that. I also need to talk to Dales to see if he can make sense of any of that occult nonsense, or at least somebody new in the occult community who's using those necrotic symbols. Don't get me wrong, Rose, you're fantastic, but I don't think you have. I don't think you've set foot out of your library to do much at all.
As I said, I am not well known with these researchers. At this point, I'm really worried for one of my clanmates. And I'm pretty sure that it's different than having to be afraid of losing your child. But still, I really want to make sure if he's okay. And with that, she opens her laptop again, checks the email account. Okay, well, at least I got a mail. He's okay. That's kind of my priority.
Okay, okay, cool,
Okay.
cool, cool. I don't have any time tonight. I need to drop some stuff off to some people who kind of deserve it. I'll just go ahead and tell you since you're already here. Go to the last gathering. I'm taking people for a ride.
Fine. Right place it is.
I need to open some places up. That Frank Green just goes ahead, stands up, takes the portfolio, puts it into his jacket, but not the one that you're familiar with, Rose. It seems like it's a secondhand or been in storage for quite a while. It looks actually pretty dusty as well. These are the kind of sensations that you're getting. It's dusty, it's salty. A lot of the musk coming off of Frank Green just seems much more rugged than it should be. You know him from the perfume smells, from the nice tailored suits from Leonardo Van Noir. He's more Gangrel, to say something.
Um, well, I'll meet you there then, I guess. Look, I know I can't be of much assistance, especially not when it comes to field work, but anything I can do.
No, 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 no. I need you to look at more crime scenes.
Oh, okay. Can do, I guess.
Right. With that, Frank Green goes ahead and again stands up, looks to Rose, and says, "Thank you for all your diligent effort up until now. I can't say how wonderful you're making this all, or how much effort you seem to be putting into this investigation.
Look, I like Elena as well. If she's somehow connected, I want to make sure she's okay.
Fair enough. Good evening." With that, Frank Green's going to go ahead and leave the apartment of Rose, taking with him the documents and actually one small book from the pile of books that have been brought out for his own edification, you should say. And he's simply going to leave, leaving Rose to do as she is wont to do.
Rose will sit back behind her laptop, reply to the email she just got from Limey, and will go her way, make her way towards the place Mr. Green asked her to meet up again.
All right. And if we're fine with that, I think we can end the scene.
Definitely.
Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good night.